Hi, this is Bright Wolf. I'm making this video while I've got the flu in January, and in the southern hemisphere, the world, January is summer, so I'm actually sick on like the 2nd of January in summer, which is kind of funny. I was watching a couple of videos on like targeted individuals on YouTube, and I started to think like, there's a lot of people that feel like there's someone like watching them, or like there's been something out of synchronicity in the planetary energy of Saturn synchronicity, Saturnicracy, and I'm thinking about how like not only can you be targeted by human government, but you can also be targeted by like extraterrestrial or like interdimensional harassment. So like I mean, the most basic form of this would be a bad dream that keeps reoccurring. So you could have the same dream about black tar going all over you and sucking you into a hole, or you could dream about the same shark in the water when you're swimming on a nice calm day, and you just can't seem to have a nice day where you've just got clear waters. But on a physical level, you have to understand, like, the world is like, not only is it a physical world, but it's a vibrational world, and the vibrational world has like memories and intentions and like thought processes that are imprinted on that vibration. And like, I wanted to talk about a personal experience that I've had, like as a crystal child, as a star child, like an actual personal experience of something really kind of deep about how I got harassed by what I would say would be the reptilians, but like direct harassment, not just synchronicity harassment, or something physical like being stalked, or having a helicopter over your roof every night. It was more interdimensional for me, and I know, kind of like, the reptilians are renowned for being a lower vibrational force. Like they're below root chakra type intent. It's like below the root chakra is like a kill chakra, like a eat, run, kill chakra below the sex chakra. I think like that we don't understand that the chakras can actually be enveloped on a zodiac glandular point. Like there's Santos Monachi talks about the different chakras the different zodiac on the body parts. So like Aries is your third eye, your forehead. The crown chakra. Taurus is your throat. Gemini is your shoulders. Cancer's Gemini is your shoulders. Leo is your heart, and then Cancer, and then Libra, the scales of balance. Virgo, the doorway to the sun. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn on the knees, Aquarius the shins, Pisces the feet, and then back up. And like, I think that it's the same with like the zodiac is a point where it's like you're being affected by these different constellations at different times of the month, different people living in those constellations. And I've got this really weird death beetle that keeps coming to get me. In New Zealand we have these things called hoo-hoo bugs. They're like, but they're the beetle version of hoo-hoo bugs, and they come in every summer. They like grow really like flipping big, and they'll fly into the glass, and like basically if you're outside after 10, they come and get you and they try and bite you. Look at that guy. I don't kill, by the way, and I'm a vegetarian. As a star child, I was wanting to tell you about my harassment, and I haven't had like a physical harassment by the government, but I've definitely had an abduction when I've been about 15, where I woke up and I had these. There he goes. He's coming back. See, they just bash into the wall. Yeah, so I've had an abduction by two greys, like the little robotic ones, about 3 foot, and I woke up in my room and I've just done some research on that, and it says that basically like greys are clones, but whatever colour their skin is, like their GI skin, it's basically the colour of the race that they follow, the alien race. So mine were white, so I'm hoping that I was abducted by tall whites, but you never know. And I know it's really like, yeah, I don't want to get into like colours or whatever, because like I know there's a lot of like stuff going on in the like human black world about like the colours of aliens, and I just wanted to say that like I feel that, and so I'm like totally open to that idea, as well as like mutually open to the fact that there could be different colours of aliens out there. So yeah, and I also wanted to say that my second time I had more of a third eye harassment, and this is the harassment I was wanting to talk about. Okay, coming 6 minutes into the video. Okay, so this harassment was like 3D interdimensional, where I'd like look down and I'd start to think about, I did some research on them, and this is when I first getting opened up to the extraterrestrial ideas. I did some research on them, and I was like, what the hell are reptilians? What the hell are Pleiadians and Andromedians and Arcturians and fucking Smithsonians? And it's like, I kind of like would meditate, and I get into these like late night kind of study sessions, and I'd look down the carpet and like I'd see an eye or something, you know, or like a bit of movement, and it wasn't physical movement, it wasn't real-time movement, but I would just notice different vibrational visual implants coming through the floor. And I started to realize that I was getting interacted with by what I thought as like snake people. Like I would have them come kind of like show themselves like split secondly in a third eye kind of meditational, you know, energy that would come through. And I realized that like after, you know, that there's different time frames on the planet Earth, and there's different realities, and in some realities like the New World Order has happened, and in some realities we are still in a period of conflict. Some realities the reptilians are still here, in some realities they've left. And as I've raised in vibration through my understanding and my research, I found that the reptilians were never here, but they are leaving like a GI type, not a GI, like a AI type etheric third eye interaction process on the third dimension, where they're like, you can still tune into them like a fear reaction, but I don't think that they're really here in terms of like what the light's will wants, you know, like the light's intention has nothing to do with them. Like reptilians are here, but they're gone at the same time, because in the future obviously there's higher vibrations that they can't reach. So it's like a mathematical understanding of God, you know, that, you know, even though they affect, like when this started happening to me, and I was harassed for like about 6 months, where I started to really tune into these beings, and I eventually I just started dreaming about them and seeing them at night and shit, and to the point where I felt like so drained, and I ended up basically going into like a shock state for about 2 or 3 months. And after that, it took me like a long time to recover. It took me about a year to recover from this harassment. And I mean, the details aren't that important. I mean, you know, if you've got questions, you can post under the video and, you know, ask. Like, if it's not too personal, I'll answer. But basically, afterwards, I started to really understand that, you know, other dimensions do exist. You got to be aware of them. And, you know, regardless of the satanic or saturnatic realities of synchronicity and discipline, you know, the Jupiter influences of higher understanding always relatively magnetate towards outer understanding. And I had to understand that, like, you know, from where I am right now, I'm so strong, you know, I'm definitely a lot more grounded. I'm connecting a lot more with my inner child. I understand physics. I understand, alien interaction. I've had experiences. Even from age 15, I had that first abduction, whether that was government or interdimensional. As Sol, I've chosen to do that. So I just wanted to say, any people out there who are, under 20 or under 25 who experience like a type of reptilian fear energy, first of all, you got to understand that when we tune into fear at a prehistoric level, our brains tune into flight or fight, and we choose a pre-Jurassic like fear that we can, as monkeys, we tuned into. So we've always tuned into spiders and snakes as being a very dangerous thing in the wild. So you pick up on them, and of course there's the futuristic understanding of that they're actually extraterrestrials that you can tune into. I mean, even spiders are extraterrestrials, and at some level, they're quite renowned throughout the universe for being vicious. And I think I want people to understand that if you're starting to experience them, it doesn't matter how fucking much of a reputation something's got, even if it's a snake. Snakes have had reputations in religion, history, the Anunnaki, the feathered serpents, Lucifer. It doesn't matter about reputation. This thing is still just a leech, and you've got to put up a psychic barrier. So if you're a young person, and for the first time you're learning about something and you get an attack from that energy, the reptilian energy, just put up a basic psychic barrier. You got to know that it's just daily bullshit for them, and it's daily bullshit for you, and it's not worth it, because you'll end up somewhere that you don't want to be. You'll end up somewhere even more worse, because you can't rationalize it as spiritual work, and spiritual work is still work. So block it out like it's just another marketing tool from the dark, and even if it's, you shouldn't be looking directly in the eye of a fanged serpent anyway, so even if you can see it, block it out. Self-defense. You wouldn't put your face in front of a roundhouse kick in a kung fu class, or a karate class, or a taekwondo class. You put up a defense. So I just want people to know that if you can tune into that negative side, if you're walking the middle path like me, know that you should still be using your defense, and don't be so lenient with something that's a predator, and has under root chakra intentions for you. Think higher intention, think Archangel Michael. And that's my little video for today. This is Bright Wolf. I've got the flu in January and summer, and hopefully I'll be better in like a week after all my horseradish and garlic pills. Peace out to all the Americans on the other side of the world. Peace out to Canada. Peace out to Jamaica, Hawaii, Africa, India, Islam. Peace out to Egypt. Peace out to Italy, Spain, France. France, I'm part French. I'm part French. Peace out to Scotland, Ireland, where the giants came from. And peace out to the whole universe. I love you. This is Bright Wolf. We're all fucking gorgeous.